If there is one thing that Bologna is specifically known for, it's its food.
Some people call it the food capital of Italy, some even the world.
Today we're gonna find out. It's just past noon, lunchtime. We're gonna find some lunchy type food. A Piadina was recommended to us, which is basically a flatbread sandwich from this region. So we had to ask for recommendations since we've never had one of these before. He told us to get whatever this meat is. It's some sort of traditional ham, but I don't know the name of it, unfortunately. Then there's a soft cheese, some arugula. It comes in either thick or thin, and he recommended the thin.
All right, I'm excited to try this out. It looks really interesting, so let's see, let's give it a go. So the white sauce is actually cheese, and it's really, really soft. The contrast against the hard crust is perfect. The ham though, let's talk about the ham. We watched him cut it up right in front of us, so it's nice and fresh. Loving this so far. It's really, really good, guys.
And it's my turn. I've only recently started eating more pork, so I'm always a little bit hesitant of it, so let's see what I think.
It's crunchy, huh? I can hear it crunch from here.
I didn't have to worry about the pork. It's a lot like prosciutto, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's very, when I looked in the sandwich, it actually looks thicker than it is. It's very small.
Yeah, I'm glad we split one because we got a lot more food to go.
And they were nice and cut it up for us. Came down to a local food market. It's called Mercato Delle Erbe. Starting off with some locally made wine. It's kind of like a Sauvignon Blanc, but kind of sparkling. It's really good.
So we also got a tray here that's called a tagliere. This is made up of meat and some cheese. So I see some prosciutto ham. We have some salami, and this is bologna, I suppose.
Yeah, it's called Mortadella. So I got some Mortadella here and some parmesan. That actually kind of reminds me of bologna.
It looks good. It's very thin. I'm not used to bologna being this thin back home anyway. It does taste a lot like the bologna that you would think of. Just way more fresh. And I prefer it thinner like this. It's pretty good, huh?
So the other day we actually tried Mortadella at a restaurant, and it came really, really thick. I much prefer it than those thin slices that they have here. Way better. Now I've got some salami and some bread.
I can hear the crunch happening over there.
Bread.
Yeah? How's the salami?
Excellent.
Okay, so I'm gonna try out some salami just on its own without the bread or without any of the cheese. Oh, the texture is really interesting. It's a little bit chewy. Sometimes you can get salami and it's like really hard. Sometimes it's really soft. This is about right in the middle and not too spicy. Nice and smooth. If you happen to live in North America and you went to an Italian market there, it would be very similar. So it's not your average salami, it's the good stuff.
It's a few hours later now. We were really full. We had to go have a little siesta before we ate again because we ate a lot this afternoon. Now we're at an Italian restaurant. We're gonna try some like typical Italian dishes.
What I like about this place already is as soon as you sit down, you get this little basket of bread. Hey, someone's grabbing the little crunchy, how is it? So if you're wondering where we're at right now, we're very close to our Airbnb and we're at a restaurant called La Sangiovese, and it happens to be the wine we got as well. Okay, we're gonna try out the Sangiovese. I feel like everything tastes better when you're in the country. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. I taste a whole lot going on here. I'm not a sommelier, I can't describe everything, but it's dry. but it's fruit forward. That's pretty interesting. There's some cherries in there, maybe some blackberries and some other things. I know this much. It's gonna go really good with what we just ordered. You're gonna see that in a second.
The first course has arrived. It looks like it's a dessert, but it's not.
What did we order?
It's this chef's vegetable pie.
Chef's vegetable pie looks like dessert. Is this Italian?
It is.
All right, let's try it. Anna is going first. I expect this to taste sweet. I don't know why, it just looks like dessert.
Not at all. Oh my god. So delicious. Very savory. Spinach, but not like overwhelmingly so. So with a bunch of vegetables, other than spinach, I could not tell you what is in there, and then it's in like this light creamy cheese sauce. Oh, God, so good. So I absolutely had to get this dish. Everything I read about what to eat in this region, it was this. It's called Tortellini in Brodo, which basically means in broth. It's tortellini with pork in the middle of it. I'm really excited to try it.
All right, so I got tagliatelle in Ragu sauce. So in North America, we call this like bolognese sauce, but that's actually not a thing. It's kind of what we just call it over there. So I guess it's not authentic, but if you're here, this is the real deal, the real stuff.
Feels like the ultimate comfort food. Like if you were sick, this would be so good. There's like the very light broth, and then it gets heavier with the tortellini. Really good.
Okay, I'm trying Anna's here as well. I got one here. That's so good. It's just interesting that it's very soupy, and it makes it sound like unappealing. So it's like pasta in a very light broth, cooked to perfection. Oh.
Going over to Trevor's dish now. It looks delicious.
I'm so incredibly excited to try this. I always think of my father, my parents, they love this stuff. But this is the real deal, like I said, in Italy, in Bologna. So let's go. Right away, I compare the differences like here versus where we're from. There's not a lot of sauce in this. So fresh pasta, cooked to perfection, with a lot of meat. I know it's like meat sauce. There's more meat than sauce. It's very interesting, but the textures go really well together. Meat's very light, it's very tender, and like I said, the pasta is just absolutely incredible. Food was delicious. Now we're in a little bit of a food coma, I'd say.
Yeah, we might need to go sleep a little bit. By the way, if you're new around here, I am Anna, this is Trevor. We don't always do food vlogs, but we've definitely done some in the past.
Yeah, we don't always do these, but some of the ones that we have done, recently we were in Bath where we tried a whole bunch of delicious British food, from like pies and pasties.
It was delicious.
I can finally say that right now. Then eventually we were in Ghent in Belgium, where we kind of ate all of the Belgian food that you can imagine.
It had some Belgian beer.
Yeah.
Belgian beer.
Belgian beer. We had Belgian waffles, some Belgian fries. Then we were in Cartagena in Colombia, where we had some of the most delicious food we've ever tried, and it was our first time in South America as well. Honestly, the food game in Colombia is off the charts, so we can't wait to go again and try that out.
Yeah, then we were in like Playa del Carmen. We ate some of our favorite food ever, tacos. We ate loads of tacos.
Mexican food is probably our favorite food.
That's true.
Just for the record. Yeah. So if you really want to watch any of these, go check that one out for sure, because we had the best tacos probably that we have ever had. Yeah.
Then recently we were in London and we went to Borough Market, ate a whole bunch of international food there. It was so good.
So we were back in London. That market is honestly one of the best. And we had not just British food there, we had some other stuff. So
we did.
It was all so good.
All right guys, that's it.
From Bologna, Italy, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.